Hello everybody, welcome back to Zesty Nebu. I'm Sri Rekha. Today I'm going to tell you a story. Long ago, there was a demon called Tarakasura. He did a great penance of Lord Brahma, and when Brahma appeared before him, he asked for a boon. He said, I could only be killed by a son of Siva. Brahma granted the boon. Now, this is a very clever boon because Siva, as we know, is an ascetic and a yogi. He was not about to get married soon. So, in effect, Tarakasura had asked for immortality. Tarakasura had two brothers, Simhamukhan and Surapadman. All the three of them started harassing the gods and the rishis and the munis. So, the gods came to Lord Brahma and said, why don't you stop them? Brahma said, see, I've given the boon, I can't do anything. So the gods devised a strategy and they sent Kamadeva, the god of love, to shoot one of his love arrows onto Shiva. So Kamadeva shot his arrow and Shiva fell in love. He fell in love with Parvati, who at that time was meditating to get to Shiva. So Parvati in her previous life was Sati, Shiva's first wife. So they get married and in due course of time they have a son called Kumara or Kumaraswamy, Kartikeya or Murugan. This story has been beautifully explained in Kumara Sambhavam written by Kalidasa. It's written in the Shringara Rasa format. You must read it to understand the nuances and intricacies of the story. So Kartikeya goes and kills Tarakasura. He goes to kill Simhamukhan and Surapadman, but they ask for mercy and he grants them mercy. So Simhamukhan eventually becomes the mount or the Vahana of Parvati, which is the lion, and Surapadman becomes the mount of Kartikeya, which is the peacock. Tarakasura had three sons, Tarakaksha, Kamalaksha and Vidyunmali. The three of them also perform great penance or tapasya for Lord Brahma. So when Brahma appears in front of them, they ask for a boon. They say that we want 3 forts, one for each one of us, made of gold, silver and iron, to be situated at different places, and every 1,000 years we should come together and form a Tripurasura. Together the three of us should be known as Tripurasura, and only that at that time can anybody kill us, and that too with a single arrow. That was their boon. So Brahma says, alright. So he grants them the boon. So Tarakaksha gets the gold fort, which was in heaven. Kamalaksha gets the silver one, which was in the sky, and Vidyunmali gets the iron fort, which was on earth. Now the three of them become very powerful. Though they were following the path of dharma, the gods fear that eventually they might take over their thrones. So the gods come to Brahma and say, why don't you stop them? Brahma says, no, I can't, because I have given them the boon. They go to Shiva. Shiva says, I can't help you because they are doing nothing wrong. Finally, they come to Vishnu. Vishnu says, see, technically they are not doing anything wrong. They're following the path of dharma and they're following the Vedas. But in case they become adharmic and they stop following dharma, then I can go to Shiva and ask him to kill them. So Vishnu devises a strategy of making them adharmic. He creates a man and tells the man that he has to go to earth and start propagating a religion which is completely anti-Veda and anti-dharma. So the man goes along with his followers to earth and starts propagating that religion which is completely adharmic. Vidyunmali eventually falls for that. He also converts his other two brothers. So they stop following dharma and they become adharmic. So now Vishnu sees an opportunity and goes to Shiva and says, see, now they are no more dharmic, you have to kill them. Shiva says, I will kill them the next time they become Tripurasura. So when they become Tripurasura, Shiva gets a weapon, bow and arrow. The bow is, the reed of the bow is made of Mount Meru, The string of the bow is Vasuki, the king of serpents, and the bells attached to the bow are goddesses. And the arrow is Mahavishnu himself in the form of Narayanastra. So Shiva goes and kills Tripurasura with the Narayanastra and kills all of them at one time. So Shiva becomes Tripurantaka. So the bow once wielded by Shiva cannot be wielded by anybody else. So he gives the bow to the devas for worshipping, and eventually the gods also give it to Devrata, who is an ancestor of King Janaka, and that is how Janaka gets the possession of the bow. So this is the same bow which Rama breaks in Ramayana to get the hand of Sita in the Swayamvara. But there is another story to the same of the bow. So Brahma wants to create a fight between Vishnu and Shiva to see who is the more powerful one. So he asks Vishwakarma to create two bows. Vishwakarma is the architect of gods. So he creates two bows of similar stature, one for Vishnu and one for Shiva. So they face off, but then there's a voice in the sky, an Akashvani, which says you're not supposed to fight, otherwise there will be pralaya and the world as we know it would end. So they abstain from fighting, and Shiva gives his bow to the devas and devas to Devrata, who is the ancestor of Janaka. So that is how the bow has come into the possession of Janaka. These are the two stories. So why am I telling you this story? It's because currently I am reading Ramayana to my 2-year-old son, and whenever we talk about Ramayana, he gets super excited. He starts imagining bow and arrow and demons and Rakshasis and how to kill them. So we got this book, a pictorial representation of Ramayana, which has beautiful color illustrations of all the characters and which captivates the kids into reading it. We are also watching the movie cartoon Ramayana, which was made way back in 1992 to commemorate 40 years of Indo-Japanese ties. I'm going to post the links of both the book as well as the movie in the description box for your reference. It is great that my son has shown interest in these epics. It's important for us as parents to teach our kids the culture that we have inherited from our parents. I hope you like these stories. I call these stories as satellite stories of Ramayana and Mahabharata, because without these, the epics are not complete. There are lots of other stories which are less known. I hope to cover them in future videos. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much. Do like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for more video updates. Thank you so much.